for the season, they would all probably argue that these are the top two teams in this division. So, in junior and senior, I think you would make that argument. So they're the favorites. So this should be a good game here today. I think both these teams are.
Coin toss in a second.
They have a ton of talent. Both of these teams have talent. They have skill. Korah is a veteran team. They have a lot of grade 10s this year starting for them, whereas St. Mary's is a younger team. They have quite a few grade 9s who are starting for them. So, the experience is going to be a big factor, I think, today.
Yeah, and I'm looking down these rosters, Tony, and no stranger to a lot of the names here, as I know you know a lot of these kids. Between you and I, coached half the kids playing high school football in Sault Ste. Marie at least. Half's probably a conservative estimate. Yeah. But I see for St. Mary's, Alex Hayes at QB, and I remember Alex running the pivot position in Sault Minor football. I know we're sort of interested to find out who gets the tap on the St. Mary's side at the QB position.
Yeah, Alex Hayes coached against him all year, and he was the MVP of the Bantam League this year. And one thing that's impressive about Alex is he's got an arm, he can throw, but he's also a threat on the ground. He's a fast kid, smart football mind, works hard. Excited to see kind of what he brings to the table. I'm not sure if Titus Murdoch is going to get the start or not for Korah, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see Zane. Titus is his brother. Zane Murdoch potentially getting the start here for Korah. Zane was my quarterback this year, and you want to talk about, Kev, you and I have talked so many times in the past about we don't know what it is between the end of the Sault Minor football season with kids going into grade 9, and then there's a month. Our season ends August 1st usually, and then that month until September 1st, it's like these kids grow 6 inches, and it's almost like they've just learned how to blossom in football, right? And I did some working out with Zane, earlier on, and the improvements he made were just incredible. So, the quarterback position in this junior division is definitely promising.
Yeah, you've seen some of these kids play more recently than I have. It's going to be interesting for me. I remember Zane as a little guy running around the field when Titus was coaching. Yeah. And so, it'll be interesting for me. I know, as I said, coached some of these kids when they were 10 years old. So now here they are in playing high school ball, and just super excited to see some of them, take the field here tonight. And like you said, they've grown a ton. Some of them have grown beards.
Yeah. Don't even recognize them anymore.
But you're right, that transition from Bantam to high school, and you're right, it happens in a month, and all of a sudden they go from being boys to being young men.
It's funny. I was teasing Zane a little bit there because I went out with him, about a week before the season started, and we were doing rollout drills. And, Zane was struggling to throw the ball 20, 25 yards a month and a half ago in our finals. But then in that month, this kid was throwing dimes 40 yards downfield, It was just it's just funny how it works in that month. There's always something, I tell you.
Absolutely.
Looking to kick off.
Yeah, some other names here, like I see Matteo Piscuzzi for St. Mary's and Matthew Poulin for Korah. I think they were on the first team at Sault Minor that I was head coach of. So that was a while back.
Yeah.
I think they were about 7 years old and didn't fit in their helmets. So Korah receives the kickoff from St. Mary's.
Willett, first guy on the tackle.
Liam Willett
Terrific run
makes
back
the
by
tackle.
Number 23, Hunter Dickinson.
Cam Williamson on the return
It'll
for
be first
Korah.
and 10 Korah.
Cam Williamson was another young man who played Sault Minor for us this year, and he played
Honor
against
about
him. He was a
33.
heck of a little running back. So,
I think I was actually Dickinson.
Or Dickinson, maybe.
I believe it was 23.
Okay.
Sometimes hard to tell. The Korah's got the white numbers and the yellow jerseys. We've talked about that. We need those high contrast numbers, especially as we get older.
Yeah.
But we'll do our best to keep it accurate here tonight. So Korah's
looks like
quarterback. That's
Sloss.
Bryson Sloss. He's under center. Korah's going to keep it on the ground, and that's number 20. That's Turner Dickinson with the run. Picks up, looks like a first down.
Looks like he gets first down.
Oh, sorry, that's Gazzetti.
I think that's one of the rare times Gazzetti's been tackled this season is number 22, Nathan Gazzetti. You're going to see a whole lot of him, and he is arguably the
65,
best
Kent LeBlanc.
player in junior this year so
On the
far.
tackle. They'll set up
And anybody who
first
knows
and 10.
anything about this age group is wondering how
From
I
the
mixed
54?
up Turner Dickinson and Nathan Gazzetti. Gazzetti's been running up and down football fields for a long time.
Yeah.
Terrorizing hockey rinks, too. He's such an athlete. Korah, a little off tackle here, and it's going to go for a big gain. That's number 7. That's Nathan Hyam,
Nathan Hyam
and he's in for the score.
runs it in 56 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, Nathan Hyam makes no mistake on the slot counter. There is a flag on the play.
We do have a flag on the play
We've
and an
got a
injured
St.
player.
Mary's player down here at about midfield. Officials are tending to him. Looks like an arm injury.
Yeah, Nathan Hyam has the wheels to get to the outside, and that was just we're used to watching Korah, right? Korah runs the ball usually to 3 spaces or 3 areas, and inside, off tackle, and the sweeps to the outside, and that was the counter there, the slot counter, and it kind of obviously
Looks like a
worked
ball from
extremely
behind.
well for them.
Against Korah.
Number 43, Darren Trecarton, heading off the field.
Welcome to high school, Darren. Darren did the game with me last night. He did the White Pines
did
Superior
he?
Heights game. Yeah, he was up here announcing with me.
Well,
Darren Trecarton was one of the best safeties I've ever coached in Sioux Minor football. He was absolutely unbelievable this year for us, and he's one of those kids that you can definitely see potentially being a captain for this team later on. But that's a welcome to high school moment for Darren. So I'll have to
So the penalty negates the
make
touchdown.
sure he's okay afterwards.
and if my son's tuning in, he did say one of the
So
best
that's
safeties.
That's right.
back
That's
to
right.
start.
I know what I'm saying. Absolutely. That's
And
right.
the repeat first down.
Yeah.
But if Darren's anything like his brothers, he'll be back in
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
St. Mary's coming out with a 5-man defensive line here, really trying to stop this run.
So Korah's 1st and 20 after the penalty from their own 45.
That'll
And
be
then
a
they're going to tack on
False start.
Flag on the play.
more penalty
Gonna
yardage
go
here.
against Korah.
So after a pretty good gain on 1st down on the first play from scrimmage,
That's
2
illegal
penalties in a
procedure.
row for the
Back Korah
Colts.
5 more yards.
They're going to be backed up. It'll be 1st and
Makes it
25
first and
for the Colts.
25.
Number 11, Marquise Strawbridge, is at the bottom of the screen here, and you want to talk about a freak of an athlete. Don't be surprised if we see him get involved here early on, as I believe that's Dickinson, right? Or that's Menchelenko, sorry.
Hand off to Cohen
Menchelenko. He might have got
He's
back
caught
to the
behind
line
the
of
line,
scrimmage. I think he
31.
maybe lost a couple of
Label
yards
that.
on that play. Korah
On the
going the wrong
tackle.
way right now, but you mentioned Strawbridge, and I remember a long, long time ago him walking into the equipment shed over at Sioux Minor, and then he walked out. We all kind of looked at each other,
Yeah.
and we said, "What division is that kid in?"
Yeah, he's playing wide receiver this year for the first time, and did some work with him and Zane there, like I was saying earlier, and man, he's scary. And there's
Hand off to Hyam.
Yeah.
He's going to bounce it outside, pick up about half the yardage, a little bit more than
Hand
half
off
the
to
yardage
Hyam.
he needs.
He gets run out of bounds.
Nice defensive
Number
play by
40,
number
Noah
40,
Boyer.
Noah Boyer.
A little bit of help from Marcus Spatafora.
Nice to see Noah Boyer out here playing
And number
again.
19, Javon
One of the
Edwards.
better junior football players here in the city. So
Yeah, good pursuit inside out from Boyer to make the play and push Hyam out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Colts.
3rd and 13 for Korah.
Good to see that Mr. Bombacco and I are on the same page
Yeah.
early in this one. You probably can hear him through our mics. On-field announcer, Phil Bombacco.
and there's wow
Gazzetti stacked up in the backfield.
Good hard
by
hit behind
number
the play.
87, Cohen
Number
Carrillo
87, Cohen Carrillo on the tackle.
with a
That'll
beautiful
set up
stop.
4th down, no gain.
So we got 4th down and 13 again here. Korah going right to left. Looks like they're going to punt with 7:59 to play here in the first quarter.
So after what looked like a good start on the second play from scrimmage for the Colts, when Hyam ran it in for a touchdown, called back on a penalty, the Colts go the wrong direction. Hyam able to chip away at that long yardage needed for the first down, but they're forced to punt, and that's
Hyam with the kick.
Hyam with the kick. Travels about 30 yards.
Picked up by 87, Cohen
87,
Carrillo.
that's Cohen
He
Carrillo.
gets about the 37.
And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. St.
Nixon Blair
Mary's
with the tackle.
start in their own end. 7:37 remaining here in the first frame, and you can probably hear the wind in the microphone. It's a little bit windy here. Wind heading from right to left, as you can see in the flags across the field. So Korah, the beneficiary of that wind on that punt.
Alex Hayes at quarterback for St.
But we'll
Mary's.
see what Hayes can
First
do
and 10 from
for the
their
St.
own
Mary's Knights
36.
as he gets under center for their first possession. Hayes hands off inside to number 80. Let me check that number. I don't
Good
have
hard
an
run.
80 on my sheet. Oh, 30. That's Cole Rivette.
30 is going to be my boy, Cole Rive.
Ball
One of
carrier
my
number 30,
favorite
Cole
football
Rive.
players, Kevin, that I've coached in a long time. I had a pleasure of coaching him this year. And yeah, he really came out of his shell this year. And I think he can do a lot of really good things on a football field for a grade 9. So.
And I'm glad you corrected my pronunciation, Rivet.
Yeah.
25.
25.
Pitch number 25,
That's
Bo
Bo
Primo.
Primo.
Gets a couple of yards.
He's stopped. It's just past the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be
23.
third
Hunter
down
Dickinson.
and
87,
6
Aiden
for the
Walsh.
Knights.
I think this is an all
On
grade
tackle
9
for Korah.
backfield too, unless McLean's in grade 10, which I'm not too sure about. But I know that Hayes and Rive are both, grade 9 athletes. So, like I said, it's a young St. Mary's team.
3rd and 6 for St. Mary's.
We'll see how
From their
that
own
plays
40.
out. Here they have the benefit of having played last week against White Pines, coming away
Primo
with a big
ties to
win
get to the
there.
outside.
Primo picks up about a yard on that play. And it's going to be 4th down and 5 for St. Mary's. I suspect we'll see a punt here. Looks like they've got the punter on the field.
Dickinson with the tackle.
So junior
Sets up
football
4th down for St.
is
Mary's.
4 downs. The seniors will play later. They play 3-down ball. Am I correct,
Yeah.
Bono?
Yeah.
Seems
Ethan
like that
Agnew on a punt
changes
for
every
St.
once in a
Mary's.
while. Just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure I
you're
wasn't
good.
behind the times there.
No, you're good. Oh,
Funny hop there. Skips over Hyam's head, but into the arms of Dickinson. Playing back up there. Dickinson is going to pick up about
Dickinson
20
picks
yards
it up off the
on the
hop.
return. Get it over into the St.
Eventually
Mary's
brought down by number 65.
end of the field.
Kent LeBlanc.
Kent LeBlanc's on the
Cole will
tackle.
take over. St. Mary's.
yeah.
47.
Cora will take over 1st and 10 from the St. Mary's 47-yard line. One thing, both these teams are probably pretty happy with the start. I mean, they've gotten a few yards on offense. They're both defenses have looked good. I think both these teams really haven't faced this level of competition yet this year, and you're kind of seeing that, on display here early on. I do look for Korah to get Marquise involved sooner rather than later in the game plan.
Yeah, he is very athletic and
What a
should
play.
help them if they can get him the ball. But
Kent LeBlanc gets behind the line.
Kent
As
LeBlanc
the handoff happened.
almost
Loss
takes
of
the
about 3
handoff
yards.
there as he tackles number 36,
Looks
I
like Curtis
believe.
Price is the ball carrier.
Maybe I've got that wrong. 36. That was, I believe that was Menchelenko, no?
On the on the run, I didn't see who ran with it, but yeah.
That's going to be Gazzetti with the carry.
Tackle on the play by number 75,
William
Ken
Ioditz
Goodchip.
on
Or
the
sorry,
tackle.
William
carry.
Ioditz.
Pick up of about 6 on the play. So
Sets
about
up 3rd and about
5
5
yards
for Korah.
remaining to go for the first down. 3rd down here for the Colts. Let's see what they come up with. Quarterback Sloss takes the handoff, hands it off to Hyam. They're going to run it left. That off tackle play, but it's shut down by the Knights.
What a
Hyam able to
move.
bounce it outside, and he's going to cut it up. Looks like he might get. No, he's going to get just shoved out of bounds.
Nathan Hyam trying to keep his balance down the line, eventually pushed out of bounds
By number
by
71, Shawana.
What a run by Nathan Hyam. I mean, that was, St. Mary's had that play, perfectly set up. But Hyam with a little stutter step there.
Korah,
He's able to make a move,
11-yard line.
and he breaks down the sidelines and picks up about 40 yards down to the St. Mary's 11-yard line.
Yeah, St. Mary's had good edge pressure there, forced Hyam to kind of turn it back downfield. He was able to get outside of that, and they looked like they had 3 defenders, and he just outran them to the sidelines and then did a little tap dance down the sideline and stayed in bounds. So Gazzetti, he's going to get pushed into the backfield, but he gets the edge, cuts it up, makes one man miss.
Hand off to Gazzetti.
He's going to get tackled at about the 2.
Down to about the 1-yard line.
Maybe the 1. Good gain there by
31,
Gazzetti.
Liam Willett.
Yeah, great tackle by Liam Willett, touchdown-saving tackle. And the one thing on that play, Kevin, was, there was a St. Mary's player there. Gazzetti just kind of used his moves to get around him, and then there was a terrific block on the outside. I wasn't sure who made it, but it was a nice play, which was able to kind of bring Gazzetti down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, St. Mary's ends doing a good job of getting upfield. You wonder if Korah's got a play to run inside of that upfield pressure. But they're going to take the handoff from the 2. Gazzetti looks like he's stacked up just short.
He got stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by number 15 of the or maybe not
75, 50. William Idens.
I think Korah's inside the 1 here now.
Yeah.
And that might be a first down, to be honest.
It is a first down, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a first down for Korah.
So it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Gazzetti gets just enough.
They were first and 10 from the 11, so he just got inside the 1-yard line, earned the first down. So Korah's got a fresh set of downs with the ball less than a yard from the goal line. St. Mary's loads up the box, handoff to Gazzetti. And he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Korah.
Korah ran the exact same play 3 straight times there. No change at all, and they're able to punch it in with Gazzetti. That's their go-to play.
I think Gazzetti recognized that end pressure upfield and started running inside of it there.
Yeah.
And he manages to get into the blue paint.
If you're St. Mary's defense, you have to be proud of yourselves. I mean, Gazzetti's known for the big play, right? He breaks one every time he touches the ball. And at least they're making Korah work for it here, which is nice.
Looks like Nixon Blair on to attempt the point after. Blair's kick is good.
7-0 Korah.
And Korah takes a 7-0 lead with 2:54 remaining here in the first quarter. But I would agree with you. I think if you're St. Mary's defense and the defensive coaches on that sideline, you got to be telling them, hey, you're doing a good job here. They've got some pretty potent weapons over there, and we're holding them to some short yardage plays. You want to clean up those longer plays like the one Hyam had, but not a bad start for the St. Mary's defense.
No, not at all, and and give their defense a little bit of a rest as well. So
yeah, we'll see how that plays out. St. Mary's defense, they're going to want to be able to get off the field from time to time.
Back to return
they're able to.
Back to return the kick is number 35, Brian Bahay, and number 40, Noah Boyer, which I'm sure he's absolutely thrilled about, getting an opportunity to return a kick. Boyer would be. But
he didn't have many chances to return kicks for you?
No.
Little trickery on the kick. Blair runs past it.
St. Mary's mixes up the signals, picked up.
Boateng. Oh, he's fast, too. You don't want to give him much space. That's a horse collar.
It was A.J. Cochamilio, I think, who actually had the kickoff.
Get some decent yardage, eventually brought down by number 29.
I don't understand how. Anyway. That's the kind of tackle that they're trying to take out of the game and, grabbed right from the back. But it wasn't. Maybe it was because he grabbed the bottom of the jersey, too. So
47.
But Boateng, there's been a lot of hype at St. Mary's over this young man, Kevin. Don't think he's played football before, but apparently he's just lightning fast when he gets going. So a lot of high hopes for him.
Well, we've seen some athletes at some pretty high levels have success. If you can run fast.
That's right. Yeah.
That helps. So Hayes is going to keep it, and he is met. Physical tackle there by number 48, Ethan Sorreo. We've called his name once or twice over the years.
His dad makes the best pizza in town, arguably, so that's
hats off to Gus.
Hats off to Gus.
Eddie and Ethan Sorreo in on the tackle.
Gus called me trying to find the link to the game, so
second.
If he's listening, Gus, we'll take a pizza delivered up here. We'll pay for it. Just have it delivered to the field house. Appreciate it.
Gus may be personally responsible for my current lack of physical fitness.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it, Gus.
Absolutely.
But a great tackle there by Sorreo for a loss.
That was a big
good
run
hard
there.
Run for St. Mary's.
Second down play. Nice gain there. Try to get a number.
Cole Reve with the carry.
That was
tackled by
Cole
committee
Reve.
for Korah.
Cole Reve picks up about 8 yards on the play.
So that's the thing about Cole. Cole doesn't really do anything flashy, but he's secretly quick and will pick up those positive yards more times than not. That's
an inside run. 8 yards on an inside run. We'll take it every time.
Yeah.
Hayes going to pass out into the flats to number 87.
For number 87, Cole Carrillo is incomplete.
Oh, sorry.
Sets up fourth down.
Rosters
Just a reminder,
mixed up
folks,
here.
canteen below us here is open.
Too.
Hot coffee, hot chocolate, pop, Gatorade, some various snacks. Please support your local high schools.
It always seems like no matter what happens, we get into this booth, the rosters are backwards.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yep.
So St. Mary's on the left. They're on my roster sheet on the right, so I'm calling the wrong players from the other team. I apologize. We will do our best to get it straight as we carry on.
Oh, there's a fumble.
That one comes off the chest of the Korah player.
Did Mary's get it? I think they did.
Referee
signal.
Recovered by number 65, Kent LeBlanc of St. Mary's College.
Kent LeBlanc's quick downfield recovers that. I didn't see who the return man was, but just
I think it was Hyam.
It was a line drive punt, and just hit him in the chest and bounced off about 10 yards away, and LeBlanc was right there to pounce on it. So St. Mary's gets the first break here. They've got 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line of Korah. So an opportunity for the St. Mary's offense maybe to get something going here with good field position. It's a flag on the play. Hand off
Primo
to Primo.
Bo Primo with the carry, but we do have a flag.
And he's swallowed up by number 23,
Hunter Dickinson.
Hunter Dickinson of the Colts.
Good tackle there by Dickinson to keep Primo from advancing the ball.
Looks like it's a
flag is against St. Mary's.
It is a flag against Mary's. I didn't see what the call was. Okay. Offside against St. Mary's.
It was definitely on the line of scrimmage. The flag came out early.
Yeah. And they're declining it.
Declined.
So they're just going to take the loss on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Knights with 42 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Hayes under center. St. Mary's with a 2-back set. Hayes is going to throw. He gets the ball away. Nice pass there. Just tipped.
Hayes looking
I
deep.
believe that was Dickinson, but we got a flag down.
For Cohen Carrillo.
That's a late flag there, and I don't know if the ball was uncatchable or not, but.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, holding, yeah. On the defense. So that'll be an automatic 1st down. Only a 5-yard penalty, I believe.
Well, I'm going to take your word on it.
Yeah.
You've got the credentials, so. I didn't see. It looked like the St. Mary's receiver was well behind the Korah defenders, but maybe it was earlier in the play.
Yeah, it might have been. That was, that's one of the, and that's a throw that
that'll advance St.
I know that Hayes would like to have back, right? If Hayes put a little more juice on that was gone. But that just goes to show the talent that he has as a football player. He had 2 guys right in his face, and he wasn't scared at all, and he stood back there and he threw it, and he threw a really nice ball. So the nice thing is he threw it where only his guy could catch it, or it would be an incompletion. So nice play by Hayes.
2nd and 2 for St. Mary's.
Hayes is going to run it up the middle. There's a gap
Alex
there.
Hayes, quarterback.
He's going to get the 1st down. So it was not a
by
first
Ethan
down
Sorrell.
on that play.
Oh,
It was a
looks like he gets the
10-yard
first
penalty,
10-yard
but
penalty, yeah, that's fair. Ethan Sorrell again won on the stop.
as time expires here in the first quarter,
This will be the last play of the first quarter.
St. Mary's with a 1st and 10 from the Korah 33. Little confusion in the Mary's backfield. Toss out into the flats. Great catch, but
Hayes
better
pass.
tackle there by Dickinson.
Caught by number 31, Liam
31,
Willett.
Liam Willett with the reception, but
2300 Dickinson.
no
in on
opportunity for the
tackle.
Yak there
Short gain.
with Dickinson all over him.
Yeah, beautiful play by the Korah defender on that one. But you know what? If you're St. Mary's here, you got that break early on, and now you've picked up a couple first downs. You're getting some momentum going. You're slowly moving the ball, and that's all you can really ask for right now, especially with this young offense, is trying to give them that just
That's
that
the first quarter.
confidence that they can do it.
Yeah, and as
Curtis
much as
with
that
10.
was well played by Dickinson, it's still a 3-yard gain for St. Mary's,
Absolutely.
and it's a completed pass for Hayes, so it gives him a little bit of a confidence boost. And St. Mary's threatening here, just at the Korah 30-yard line.
Before we get started with the second quarter, Saultsports would just like to thank one of their sponsors, the Marconi Cultural Events Center. The Marconi crafts a unique experience for their clients. They offer a well-suited venue for any event, including wedding, private, corporate, social, and fundraisers. Whether it's just a small gathering, a reservation, or trying to enjoy the new restaurant, they have the perfect solution for you. Enjoy the peace of mind by knowing that during these times that the Marconi Cultural Events Center has your safety covered. Located in downtown Sault Ste. Marie, this ambient and remarkable space is sure to create a memorable event for all your guests. So for all your banquet or needs or wedding needs, please get in touch with the Marconi. We had our banquet there for Sault Minor football this past August, and the staff there was just unbelievably helpful. We said we were going to have 280 people, and I think we had 350 show up. So they were setting up tables, and and they did a great job for us. So we really appreciate the Marconi.
By my count, that's somewhere in the neighborhood of 6,000 meatballs.
Oh, yeah. That was what we ate.
That was just
yeah,
at your
yeah.
table.
Yeah.
And I know Trevor Zachary working hard over at the Marconi, and he's a longtime friend of football here. And St. Marie started up the Sault Minor Football League.
Yeah, Trevor Zachary was
Long
the
time
one that,
ago.
he started up SMFA when way back in the day, and nice to see him, still around and helping out with youth sports, especially, always been a major supporter of Sault Minor football.
So 2nd and 7 here
Correction on the plate. Second down
for
for
St. Mary's. Hayes hands off to number 40.
Noah Boyer.
Hand off to number 40, Noah
Boyer's
Boyer.
going to
He's
get the
brought down by
first down
Gazzetti.
and then some. Looks like he's taken down around the
Looks like it's enough for a first down
13 or
and then some.
14-yard line. The 17-yard line. Check that. Good gain there by Boyer.
Yeah, huge run, and that's
St. Mary's inside the red zone. First and 10.
That's the kid that if you get him rolling on
From about
offense, he could
17.
be real tough to take down. And this St. Mary's offensive line deserves some credit early on.
So there's the toss to number 25. That's Mark McLean. He's corralled.
Primo with the carry.
Yeah, Bo Primo with the carry.
Tackle by number 88, Diego Campagna.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the
that's
wrong
okay.
team
Yeah,
again.
Sets up
Jeez.
second down.
So we've watched St. Mary's run
Loss of
4
about 2
tosses to
yards.
the outside, and every one of them has been a loss on the play. They've had their success running up the middle, right? So if you're Mary's here, I know you have to kind of mix it up a little bit, but
Tackle by 23.
I look for them to kind of
That inside
go back up
handoff
them.
to Boyer again.
Inside handoff to him or to Rive. Cole Rive's been picking up 6-7 yards up the middle too, right?
They fake the handoff in the backfield.
What a
Out.
throw!
Nice
and
throw.
Jeez!
Just in and out of the hands
Amari Valenti Boateng.
Boateng.
He drops it on about the 1.
And Boateng
Pass
would
is
love to have
incomplete,
that
sets up
back.
third
He
down.
could taste the end zone.
What a throw there by Hayes as he put that, right on a dime, and he got crushed. There were 2 guys right in front of his face. So nice play by Hayes, and Boateng will get that back, there's no doubt. So big third down here in 3rd down and 12, for the Knights.
So Hayes He's going to hand it off, and that's inside to Boyer. He's going to try to make Hyam miss. Hyam hangs on.
Boyer, good hard run
Good
for a
job
couple
there.
yards.
Drags him down after a gain of about 3 yards. So it's decision time for the Knights.
Convert they're going to try the field goal. So
Nathan Hyam.
St. Mary's was able to pick up about 7 on the
8 on
play.
the
So
tackle.
4th down and 7 from the Korah Colts 14-yard line. And they are going to attempt the field goal here. The kicker, it looks like it's number 37,
St. Mary's
Ethan
going
Agawa.
for a field goal. Ethan Agawa.
I have visions if he misses this, look out for the return with who they have back there.
Yeah, good call there, but kick is up.
Kick is up
Looks
and
like
good.
What
it
a
is
great
good.
kick by Ethan Agawa. He makes no
7-3.
mistake.
That was a good-looking
St.
boot.
Mary's the kickoff.
That was a beautiful kick. You know
Yeah.
what? We've been seeing more and more field goals in the high school loop, junior and senior level. We saw a couple attempted yesterday as well, so kind of nice to see. And
Yeah, it's something that seemed to sort of fade away for a little while there. There wasn't a lot of kicking going on. I don't know if it's we didn't have guys with the legs to kick it consistently, but
So
nice to see it coming
it
back.
is. And we've talked about this, right? I think it all stemmed from the SaberCats program where they would often go for 2 points quite a bit, right? And and I think that was a big thing there, was going for two, right? And you and I have discussed this, right? When we don't buy the argument of we couldn't find anyone to kick, or we don't have a kicker, what some high school teams would say, right?
Well,
we teach 12-year-olds to kick, and you can teach someone to do it, right? So
and we used to encourage it in Sioux Minor. You'd get extra points for kicking. It would be the
absolutely.
opposite,
Still
right?
do. Yeah.
.35-yard line, inside handoff, and it's
No kickoff.
snuffed
Korah
out
opted to keep it.
by
It'll
number
be on their own
65,
35.
Kent LeBlanc.
36 on the carry, Menchelenko.
LeBlanc again on the tackle. He stops number 36. Cohen
Good job
Menchelenko.
there with a stop
Short
on
gain
first
of about
down.
1 yard, sets up 2nd and 9
We'll see what
for Korah.
Coach Bernabucci calls here with a 2nd and 9. Looks like a handoff. It's going to be Hyam around the left end.
That same play they've run so many times and they've had a ton of success
Hyam
on.
runs for about 13
That'll be
yards.
enough
gets
for the first
for
down
Korah.
for the Korah Colts.
Yeah, 13-yard gain there by Hyam, and you're right.
Number
It's
19,
that
Javon
same play.
Edwards in on the tackle for St. Mary's.
I think it's designed to go off tackle, but if they don't get that pressure upfield and St. Mary's defense collapses inside, Hyam, as we've seen, can bounce that outside and get up the sidelines. So
Great play by Hyam there. I like what he did there, right? He planted and cut it upfield and was able to get that first down. Terrific run by Hyam.
yeah, and we've seen, sometimes running backs get some success on the outside and they want to bounce every play out there. But a good job by Hyam to cut it upfield. Hand off to Gazzetti. He cuts it upfield. He sees some daylight inside,
he's
shakes a
gone.
tackle, runs into his own player, Strawbridge, bounces off him, and it's going to be end zone for Gazzetti.
Nathan Gazzetti.
That's going to be a
62
62-yard
yards into the
scamper
house
for
a
Gazzetti.
touchdown.
As soon as he had a
Beautiful
little bit of
run.
room, you knew he was gone there. And the
That
St.
makes it
Mary's
13-3.
defense did a nice job there.
Point
But,
after pending.
Gazzetti with just planted that foot, cut back, and he made no mistake on that play. And
He's not a big guy, but he is slippery.
yes,
He doesn't.
very tough to
He's not
tackle.
tackled easily, and you saw that on that play. Where, you send him inside, and you think somebody's going to grab a hold of him, but next thing you know, he's between defenders, bounces off his own player.
That's right.
And finds the end zone.
Every time I watch him play, and it started last year too, as the extra point is good. This is someone
Blair's
you'll
kicking
you'll
good,
relate
makes it
to, and you'll kind of
14-3
understand. He reminds me of recently Sudbury Wolves signed player Devin Morrow. as a running back, right? Like that's what Devin Morrow was in his younger days, was right. You couldn't tackle him because he was just slippery, right, and stronger than everybody, and that's kind of what Gazzetti reminds me of watching him run.
Yeah, I know, Devin. Did you coach Devin? Yeah, in Bantam, and he had slimmed out. He was a little more stout in the early days when I coached him, and I had him at fullback. Yeah. But you're right, even at fullback, he had the power to get to pound his way through the line, but he'd make linebackers miss when he got and DBs miss at the next level too. So
and I think it's more their size because they're not the biggest guys, like they're not the tallest, but man, they're slippery and hard to grab, right?
And of course, Devin just signed with the Sudbury Wolves, and wish him all the best as he pursues his hockey career in the OHL.
Yeah, nice to see these kids signing, showing that they can actually play, even at 18 years old or 17, right? They're still signing a little bit later, which is nice, right?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a little bit more of that.
For sure.
Some of the players here in Sault Ste. Marie, and maybe it's because they don't get as noticed. It's hard to get to some of these showcases.
That's right.
From Sault Ste. Marie, but
Hunter Jackson takes the ball.
By Jackson.
And this is a young man I'm looking forward to watching play. I think
Hunter Jackson, after the initial ball, refuses to go down.
I think St. Mary's is going to
kind of
slowly bring him into football, but Hunter Jackson has the potential to be an absolute stud football player.
He turned absolutely nothing into something there, 20 yards on the return, and it didn't look the prettiest, but I could see what you're saying.
Yeah,
the potential is there.
I think he's 6'2". He's built. 44. He's in the gym every day. He
looks like a football
ripped.
player.
His his dad is an outstanding athlete here, and I think he's from Jamaica originally. So his dad's from Jamaica and was a great athlete, and moved here. And nice to see him out here playing football. I tried to get him to play Sioux Minor for a few years, but no could do.
Little stiff arm there by Noah Boyer, and he fights hard for one.
Boyer was taken down by 55, 87, 88, 68, 22. I think there was about four or five different guys trying to get Boyer down there.
Tackled by committee, and Boyer looks a little shaken up on the play. Looks like maybe the right
in on
leg.
The tackles for Korah. Second and about
but he's going to take a little breather. Well deserved.
That's the only tough thing, when you're going to use someone like that on offense and defense. They're going to take a beating, especially at this high school level, with 7:24 to play.
But Cole Rivet comes in for Boyer, so we'll see if St. Mary's gets him involved. And they do. They go to Rivet up the middle. Huge hole. Great job by the St. Mary's line. And Rivet is across the Korah 50 down to the 40.
Good hard run by number 30. Cole Rivet brought down by number 23.
Line.
Hunter Dickinson
makes the tackle on that play.
Yards for a first down.
That is what Cole Rivet does. He's not super fast. He's not super flashy, but he can find holes and he can get yards.
Well, I got to tell you and I could have found that hole. That was a giant hole on the right side of the St. Mary's line. Yeah. Credit to the
who's that number 60,
offensive line there.
50 is Matteo Pascuzzi.
Matteo.
Kent LeBlanc on the line.
I think I saw 75 there too. William Iadens. So great job by those guys cleaning things up on the right side of that line. Oh, Iadens is over on the left side now. But at any rate, big hole there for Rivet, and he makes the most of it.
It looks like
I thought that was a first down, and it is.
Oh, okay.
It is. So St. Mary's from the Korah 48, moving the ball again. They've done a decent job of moving the ball here in the first half. 6:43 to go in the second quarter, but only the one field goal to show for it. We'll see if St. Mary's can sustain this drive. Hayes, pass to the flat. That was a lateral, dangerous play there, but number 84, Boateng, makes the catch, picks up 2 or 3 yards.
Complete to Blente Boateng.
Before he stopped, I think it was Hyam and
Gazzetti with the tackle.
Gazzetti in on that stop.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Knights.
Looks like only a 2-yard gain on the play, so I would have been more generous with my spot
Yeah,
there.
2 yard. Okay, yeah.
St. Mary's hands off inside. That's
Cole
Rive
Rive
again.
yeah.
Noah Boyer gets
He's
close
gonna be
to
a
first
yard
down yardage.
short.
Dickinson in on the tackle.
That was definitely Cole Rive.
Yeah, that was Rive. Boyer, I think, still on the sidelines for St. Mary's.
Set down.
Looks to be
set up third
okay.
and about 2.
I thought he picked up an extra yard there, but don't think they can challenge the spot here.
No.
In, junior football.
What happened there?
Whistle dead before the play started.
Or no, he blew it in.
blew it in.
Boyer again with a good hard run.
That was
He
a
gets
strange
first down.
play. It looked like the snap. The snap was before the whistle, wasn't it?
Or it was Bam Bam.
Immediately,
It might have been Bam Bam, which is what the refs thought. So
55. Jojo Spina in on a tackle.
are they going to
Jojo
replay the
Spina,
down?
another
Maybe.
SMFL graduate.
I feel like they should have blown the play dead.
Yeah,
I don't like that they.
Half the players on the field were, I think, are they? Yeah, they're
Okay, folks,
replaying the
what happened
down.
there is
Replaying
plays
the
game.
down,
The
yeah.
referee did not blow the play in, so they'll repeat third down.
Yeah, I think quarterback Hayes called for the snap before the play was blown in.
I'm fascinated by Oliver Brown's gloves out here, Kev, towards us, the wide receiver. Oh, third
Those
and
are fancy.
short.
And the ball's going to go to
And
Brown,
they
but
go
Base
with it.
pass incomplete
Doesn't get
intended
to
for
him.
number 19.
It's a
Javon Edwards. It'll be fourth and 2.
Javon Edwards.
I'm not too sure about that play call there, Kevin. Trying a short pass on
Coverage on
third
the
and
play
2,
for
and
Korah,
you've had all
number
the
20,
success
Turner
kind of
Dickinson.
running up the middle, right? And
Yeah, well, I think
almost getting too cute there.
if you're calling that play, you've committed to running the ball here
100% on
down.
fourth, yeah.
And
But I'd rather
here
have two.
comes Hayes.
I'd rather have two
I
shots
agree.
running than the one, right? Because
St. Mary's looking to catch Korah sleeping on that pass play, but I would have picked the post down the
Yeah.
middle. Handoff inside.
and Cole Rive makes no mistake again, picking up the first.
And
St.
then
Mary's
some.
run the same play. Noah Boyer gets some great yardage and a first down.
That's Rive. Somebody tell
Someone needs to tell
Mr.
Barry
Bombago.
30, Cole Rive.
he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Mistake.
15
Cole.
yards for Cole Rive. And he moves the sticks again. 4:30 to go here in the second quarter. So lots of time on the clock for St. Mary's and a good drive here for the Knights.
Companion
Yeah, this
Gazzetti
is-
in on attack. It'll be first and 10 St.
I
Mary's.
mean, even if they aren't
From
able to
Korah's
punch this
25-yard
home, this
line.
is a successful drive. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to think St. Mary's wants to come away with points here.
Yeah.
But a tackle in the backfield, that was Bo
Gazzetti.
Primo with a carry, and Gazzetti getting a couple licks in on his own.
You cannot run to the
Primo
outside against this team.
gets
It's
caught
clear,
behind the line
right?
for
Like
a
that's
loss.
you look at their linebackers, their outside linebackers, their halves, their corners, their safeties.
Gazzetti
you know,
again in on a tackle.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the strength of this defense, and the fact, every time St. Mary's has tried to go outside the tackle box, I think it's been a loss.
And the Knights have tried to go kind of over the top of that end rush by Korah a couple of times. They went out wide
Yeah.
to the far side of the field, and what was a lateral caught by Boateng. But the pursuit on the outside has been good too. So it's been slim pickings anywhere but up the gut
Exactly.
for the Knights
Yeah.
so far.
3:47 to play in the second quarter. Saultsports would just also like to thank the GFL Memorial Gardens. The GFL Memorial Gardens is the only facility of its kind in Northern Ontario. It serves as one of the finest venues for sporting events, community events, and provides a top-notch home for the Sioux Greyhounds of the Ontario Hockey League. It also serves as a multi-use sporting complex. It's a venue for entertainment, trade shows, conferences, and much more. So we'd like to thank the GFL Memorial Gardens and the Marconi Cultural Events Center for their support of Saultsports.com.
And everything at the GFL top notch except for the timekeeper, no?
Well, I'm the penalty box guy, so
Oh,
I'm
are
good.
you?
Yeah, so that's right, the timekeeper. You can say that all you
I
want. Yeah.
So whoever the timekeeper is, I apologize.
That's right.
I thought Bono got
Hey,
a promotion, but he's back.
I did, but only as a spare. So
You're back.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
back in the
that-
penalty box
that's
where
right,
you belong.
where I belong. Yes.
Hayes
That's
hands it
good.
off.
16,
They've
false
got a
start.
flag on the play. False start
I
after
know.
We do
the
have a flag on the play.
timeout.
I described to everyone how
Illegal
difficult
procedure
and how
against St.
important my
Mary's, I'll
job
back 'em
is of opening the penalty box door, but then I have to close it.
Don't undervalue your position there,
That's right.
Bono.
Yeah. So that's a big 5-yard penalty. Now it's going to jump to second down and 20, we'll call it.
Well,
21.
You joke about the importance of opening the penalty box, but one of the kids on my Adam team this year will tell you that bad things happen when you get excited and watching the game and don't open the penalty box door for 10 seconds after the penalty expires.
Yeah. Oh, oof.
That one was on the coach.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Hayes drops back. Nice pass. And that's caught.
What a catch and throw that was.
That's Cone Carrillo.
Hayes with the pass to Cone Carrillo.
With a nice
He hauls it
grab.
in.
Carrillo is going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Hayes took another shot there. My goodness, is he taking shots?
Catch is good
He
for
is
about 8
standing
yards.
in, though, and delivering.
Yeah.
Set up 3rd and 13 for St. Mary's.
So 3rd and 13 for the Knights. Even when St. Mary's able to connect, Korah right there on the stop. Not a lot of yards after the catch. Quick handoff there by Hayes, but that one's gobbled up in the middle.
Yeah, number 30, Cole Rivet had absolutely
Rivet gets it right at the line and
nowhere
pushed
to
back.
go there, and he was driven back by Ethan Soreo again,
Speed and Gazzetti in on the tackle.
who's had a heck of a game here. So
Sets
we
up
have
4th and a very long 13
So we
for
got
St.
4th
Mary's.
and 13 from the 27-yard line here, 28-yard line. I'm a little surprised Mary's isn't. I don't know if Agawa could make one from this distance, but he made that last one pretty easily. So this is probably right on that borderline of whether or not to go for the field goal. Field goal brings you to within one score, right?
Yeah, it seems maybe a bit long. I mean, we've only seen Agawa the one
And we
time,
have
and
a
it
timeout.
was a good boot.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got more leg than that, but hey, it'd be fun to see.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the punt here. I like going for the 1 point here. I really do. But if you're St. Mary's and you kind of feel like maybe Korah's hitting their stride offensively, maybe you feel like you need to almost go for the first down here, right?
Yeah, I think if you've got it in your bag, the punt to the corner is a good call. I don't like the idea of punting against Nathan Gazzetti.
Yeah, that's true.
Or punting to Nathan Gazzetti.
Yeah. And which way is the wind blowing here?
It's going right to left.
It
if
is
that,
a tough wind.
If that
so.
flag across the field
Yeah.
is accurate.
Who got the ball to start the game? I'm drawing a blank already.
That was, I want to say Korah started off. Yeah, Korah started off with the ball.
Okay, so Mary's has an opportunity here if they can, get a point here and then stop Korah and then get the ball back to start the half. They are attempting the field goal. I love it.
And it's going to be placed at the 36-yard line, so
36-yard field goal
it's
attempt.
a healthy kick. Good snap, good hole, low liner.
That's okay though if you can.
That's actually
That's a good thing.
Good as
And
that
out
could
of
have
bounds.
turned
That'll
out
be a
for
signal.
St. Mary's, I think.
Good old-fashioned rouge.
Yeah, that'll be a single point as Agawa just miskicked the ball, but Korah had no one back except for one guy, and the ball kind of rolled to the the right side of the end zone.
And out of bounds. And
out of bounds, so that'll be a 1 point score.
the rouge.
Yeah, the old classic rouge.
That gets our American friends shaking their heads every time it happens.
Yeah,
And most Canadians, to be honest,
Yeah.
who spend more time watching the American game.
that's right. They still don't get it.
Yeah.
With 2:03 to play in the second quarter, Saultsports.com would just like to thank KISS 100.5. KISS 100.5 is the biggest hits with the best throwbacks, owned and operated by Rogers Media. We'd also like to thank Q104. Q104.3 is the first truly local country radio station for Sault Ste. Marie and Algoma. Broadcasting from the Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario studios at Country 104.3 FM is committed to serving their listeners with the best local information, fun contests, and entertainment. They will be playing the very best of country music, the artists that you know and love from the charts today and back in the day. So thank you very much to KISS 100.5 and Q104 again for their sponsorship of youth athletics and high school athletics here in Sault Ste. Marie.
So Korah, 1st and 10, scrimmaging from their 35 with 2:03 to go. 14-4 is your score. Handoff in the backfield to Gazzetti. He's going to try to get the outside.
Gazzetti dodges the tackle, eventually brought down by number 87.
Carrillo
Cole
there.
Carrillo.
to make the
Gazzetti
stop
gets about
after a
3
3-yard
yards. That'll
gain
set up 2nd and
by
7
Nathan
for Korah.
Gazzetti.
What a tackle there by Carrillo.
And going back to that kick, it just looked like Agawa was maybe trying a little too hard.
Exactly what I thought.
He recognized
Yeah.
the distance. He just had to step up and do what he did on
That's
the previous kick, but just tried to line drive it through the uprights. But again, these guys are young, and it's early in the season, and hopefully they work out those kinks and get them some more opportunities to kick the ball.
Offside on Korah.
Looked like a passing play there for Bryson
Oh,
Sloss, but it's
Marquise is mad because Marquise was gone on that play, and the whistle blew. Oh, my goodness. He's been waiting for that all game. Yeah.
be a tough throw for Sloss into the wind, but as you said, negated by the whistle.
If I'm Korah, I don't care. I would probably run that same play. I mean, you have single coverage on the outside.
You just got to put it up there and
That's
let him
right.
go up and get it. That's a big ask for the corner, and he's going to come down inside on Hyam. Hyam's going to try to bounce it outside.
Oh, and well played by St. Mary's.
Hyam tossing it
Agawa
outside.
getting it done on
He's
defense
brought
as
down
well.
number 37, Ethan Agawa, for a loss.
Well defended there by Agawa coming from the
Loss of
inside
about
out.
5 yards.
It'll be 3rd down and 20 with 1:30 to play here in the second quarter.
Sets up 3rd and 18 for Korah.
Good job by the corner there, Chicarton. He was crashing down, recognized the threat to the outside, and pushed the running back deeper into the backfield, giving Agawa time to get there and make the tackle. So well defended there by St. Mary's. Sloss drops back to pass. He's going to put it up the outside high.
Oh, what a defensive play by 31.
Pass intended for Hyam.
That's Liam Willett.
Incomplete.
What a play.
Knocked away by number 31, Liam Willett. Sets up 4th and long for Korah.
That's just great defense.
Yeah, that really is. Yeah.
Well timed. Ball had a little bit too much air under it. I know Sloss would like to get that one more on a rope. There was some pressure there, so he did have to throw it over some defenders. But Korah facing 4th and 18 with 1:09 to go.
Big opportunity here for the
Punt
Knights.
team in for Korah. Nixon Blair back to punt.
And Carrillo back to
Aiden
receive
Watts
this, but it's short.
Back for St. Mary's.
That's the wrong team, Phil.
Yeah, Carrillo.
Oh, no. Carrillo drops it, but
fumbles
makes
it.
a smart play
Ball
and
keeps
just
rolling.
falls
Watch falls
on
it.
it.
That'll be 1st down, St. Mary's with a boat. Just under a minute left in the half.
Yeah, Carrillo was back there initially, ran up to snag that ball, but it took a couple of strange hops. Carrillo had it come in and out of his hands and was eventually able to fall on it. So 58.2 seconds to go. St. Mary's, what looked like maybe some promising field position and a good kick there, backs it up to the St. Mary's 40 with under a minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, a big opportunity here for the Knights. You know, they haven't really shown a big play or an explosive play offense quite yet. But so it'll be interesting to see if they're just trying to get out of this with, down 14-4 or if they're going to try and open up the playbook a little bit, and it doesn't look
First
like
down,
it.
St.
So.
Mary's.
I thought I saw the ball hit the deck there, but no, it's tackle there.
Rive got hit
Rive
again.
Rive on the
Stacked
carry.
up
He's brought down by number
in
36.
the backfield. I think
for
that's a
Korah.
loss of.
Looks
oh,
like
no,
Cohen Manchelenko.
It's just back to the line of scrimmage.
Sets up 2nd down.
Manchelenko with the tackle on that play.
Yeah, and it looks
So it'll
like
be
Mary's,
2nd and 10.
looks like Mary's is perfectly content just letting this clock kind of run out here or run down.
Yeah, you think they might take a shot here. Just
Yeah.
that downfield pass was there earlier, and that's number 25, Bo Primo, and he is tackled in the backfield. Is that Dickinson?
Primo brought down behind the line. Gazzetti on the tackle.
No, Gazzetti.
I don't think that was Gazzetti.
No, it's
Sorry.
88.
It was 88.
That's Diego Campagna.
88 Campagna on the tackle.
You're really starting to see Korah's defense kind of figure out,
Yeah.
Mary's offense here. And
They've seen a few of these plays already, and they're hunting them down now.
yeah.
We'll see what St. Mary's does to mix it up, and maybe make some adjustments. But here's a throw by Hayes, and that's going to get picked off. Number 20,
Hayes'
Turner
pass is
Dickinson.
picked off by number 20.
There is a flag on the play.
Turner Dickinson, but we do have a flag on
It's
the
in
play.
the backfield.
It's an objectionable conduct on St. Mary's. On St. Mary's, I'm not sure what the call.
Looks like objectionable
Korah?
conduct against
Sorry.
I think it's
Korah.
against Korah.
It is against Korah. Sorry, saw him pointing to the wrong side. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. I didn't see what happened
I
there.
wonder, though, was that before? I didn't see the flag come out. Was it before the play or after the interception?
I'm not sure.
Because that'll determine whether or not.
Oh, I think
it's a
it was when the ball was in the air. So I see what you're saying, but if the ball was in the air, the flag was on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that should be a first down then for St. Mary's, right?
Yeah. So with 21.4 seconds remaining in the second quarter,
Korah had an opportunity to get off the field there, but
So once again, it's a
I didn't
objectionable
see
conduct
the
penalty
objectionable conduct infraction.
against
Maybe it's
Korah.
not an
That's
automatic
a
first
10-yard
down.
penalty. Repeat, third down.
Yeah, it looks like third down and 7 for the Knights. And we've got
And we
another
have a flag on the play again.
That looks
Whistle
like procedure
blows the play dead.
against the Knights. So back them up. A little bit of an ugly end to the
yeah,
first half.
Absolutely.
Legal procedure against St. Mary's.
And you expect this kind of stuff
that'll bring
early
it
in the
back
season.
Yeah.
But it's been a pretty well played first half. I
It
mean,
has.
other than, Korah had a couple on them early, first few plays of the game. But other than that, it's been pretty well played. And then
Third down again, St. Mary's.
a couple of penalties on this drive, marring what's otherwise
From their
been a
own
pretty
38,
good
it'll be
first
third
half
and
of
12.
football. 16.2 seconds left. Hayes takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He rolls out to his right. Looks like he's just going to keep it and run, try to get to the outside. He does.
Hayes
He's gonna
follows
be
one nice block.
tackled after about a
Gets
5-yard
some
gain.
good yardage. Good 7-yard
7.6
run.
seconds to go.
Makes it 4th and 5. Maybe
Interesting
6.
play call here if you're St. Mary's.
A lot of positive takeaways for the Knights. I wonder if they're going to keep it on the ground and just try to get some positive yardage here, or if they're
Yeah, that's kind of that's a grade 9 mistake there by Hayes, though, right? Going out of bounds in that situation, you'd rather just kind of run the clock out, go down inbounds.
I thought he was tackled inbounds.
No,
They
he-
called him out?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Of course, that was on the far sidelines, and it's a long way from here, but
But yeah, he goes down inbounds there. Then basically the half's over. They don't even have to punt. They can just take a knee.
they're going to run a play. Inside handoff.
St. Mary's goes for it.
He's
Looks
going to
like
be
he got
close.
close
I
to
think
the
he
first
got it,
down.
actually. Yeah.
Play stopped with 2.1 to go. That was Rive on the carry again, and
30
generous
Rive
spot
with
that
the carry.
time.
That's a first down for
And
St.
it's a
Mary's.
first down for the Knights. And we got a timeout taken by St. Mary's.
First and 10, St. Mary's.
So you call it. You have
Looks like
2.1
we have a
seconds
timeout on the
left.
field.
You have the ball on the 50. You wrote your 50-yard line. There's, last play of the half, and you call it timeout. Doesn't that just reek like a potential trick play? Like they're going to be trying something sneaky here, or
Yeah, I think they've got the sticks in the sand over there in the huddle. The St.
you
Mary's
feel like
huddle.
you might see a reverse or something here.
It's early in the season, so I don't know how many trick plays in the playbook have made
for
it to
sure.
practice yet, but
For sure.
but yeah, it does
something
kind of have
fancy,
that
yeah.
feeling. At any rate, I think if I'm calling a play, I'm looking to maybe get the ball in the hands of Boateng
On the outside,
on the outside or downfield. I'd still like to see them attempt that post pass, but you got to think Korah is going to have defenders back.
So this will likely be the last play of the first quarter, or first half, sorry.
Boateng is out wide to the right side. Looks like
First and 10.
one-on-one coverage out there.
Yeah, Korah's got 2 high safeties though.
Carrillo in the slot, but yeah, they're going to try to get it to Boateng. That's
no.
picked
Picks it up.
And
by
that's a
Gazzetti.
big mistake.
And that is what you can't do, but
Oh, good tackle.
good job there. I think that was Boateng, wasn't it, coming
That's
back
the half.
to
You
make
called
the
it
tackle on
you
Gazzetti.
called it the quick slant, but Hayes just threw it to a spot, and that would have been just
Gazzetti
Tackle
was
by
all
Boateng.
over
Yeah.
that
That's
play.
the half,
Yeah.
folks. Just a reminder, canteen
Hit
is
him right in the
open.
chest.
Hot and cold beverages, snacks,
Great first half of action. We've got
hot pizza,
Korah
hot
up
dogs.
14-4
and chili.
as we head into the break. It's a close one between what we believe are the top 2 teams in the junior loop. And we'll be back for second half action in just under 15 minutes. Kevin Hemsworth here with Tony Boniferro from Superior Heights Field. We'll see you in 15.
Yeah, sure. We're good.
And we're back. Second half action here from Superior Heights. Kevin Hemsworth here with Tony Bonifero. And Bono, we had a pretty good first half. Defenses showed up. I think we both expected a few more points on the board in the first half, but like I said, the defenses did a pretty good job. Offenses did a good job moving the ball as well, but defenses bent but didn't break, and we've got a 14-4 score. It's anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, the difference in the game so far, I think, has been obviously number 22, Nathan Gazzetti, in terms of just him being able to have that breakaway speed, right? We haven't seen many deep offensive threats here from the Knights, but we have seen that from Korah. So, guys like Hyam, guys like Gazzetti, if you're the Knights, you just have to keep corralling them, kind of keep drawing them in. And St. Mary's, I think they start the half off with the ball here. And I'd like to see them just grind that ball up the middle, have, a 6, 7, 8 minute drive, try and work their way down the field, kind of give themselves a chance, right? And if they can get a score here, this is a brand new football game. So, this is a huge opportunity for the Knights, and you like to see them capitalize, especially being a young football team like they are.
Yeah, and we don't have a time of possession clock, but I think if we did, St. Mary's, I'm pretty sure, possessed the ball probably 2/3, 1/3 in that first half. And like you said, capable of grinding it out, and they had a few long drives, but only came away with the one field goal, and then they had the Rouge towards the end of the first half. So we'll see if they find the end zone at some point here in the second half, and if they have a chance to do that early, then you're absolutely right. They'll be right back in this ball game. And you mentioned Gazzetti getting it done on both sides of the ball. He had a couple of key tackles there.
And an interception, too.
And interception, right. Yeah, last play of the first half. So he's certainly been a standout here for the Colts, as we expected.
Korah will be kicking off right to left. Number 2, Nixon Blair, will be kicking off to Boateng. And
Blair with the kick. It's a little bit short, bobbled there by Jackson. Picked up by Brian. Is that Brian Behay? He's still on his feet.
Opening kickoff was bobbled originally, but 35.
Gets pushed out of bounds.
And I don't know if you saw that, but that is Hunter Jackson's strength. Hunter just blocked 2 guys. He pushed one guy into another guy and then blocked another guy, and there were 2 guys laying across the field. So
yeah,
that's the potential that young man has.
Must be why he's
48-yard line.
Situated where he is in a blocking position, although ball did go straight to him on that relatively short kick. But St. Mary's with decent field position here with the ball on their own 48-yard line to start things off after a pretty good return there by number 35, Brian Behay. And we'll see what the Knights come out with here to start the second half.
You wonder if Korah, is going to do anything different. I mean, they were kind of got gashed up the middle, but St. Mary's had nothing to the outside. So you wonder if they're just going to kind of do what they've been doing, or if they're going to make an adjustment.
Well, I suspect we'll see some adjustments from St. Mary's, but there's that give up the middle. Rivet.
Hand off to Cole Rivet, about 6 yards.
Has been carrying the load for the Knights since Boyer went out with about 6 minutes left in the first half.
Pascuzzi, Carrillo, and
2nd and 2 for St. Mary's.
Shawana have just been doing a monstrous job on the right side, with Iodins on the left side, along with I believe that was Evan Piccioni.
We have a flag on the play.
Toss to number 89. That's Ian Stubbington.
Pitch to number 89, Ian Stubbington.
Almost to the first down. Looks like he might have it.
But we do have a flag on the play.
Flag is down. So we'll see what that is. Looks
offside
like that's going to be an offense or offside on the defense. So either way,
it'll be a first down for Mary's. So St. Mary's will likely accept the penalty, and it'll be first down and 10, St. Mary's from the Korah 49-yard line.
So the Knights move the chains on their first possession. and get the ball into Korah
5-yard penalty
territory.
will be a first down.
And they will scrimmage from the Korah 49. And again, early in the season for both teams, there's only so much adjusting you can do on offense at halftime when the playbook's still pretty small. Nice pass there.
Oh, and it's in and out of the
Nice pass up the
hands
middle.
of Boateng. Gazzetti came off the edge
Drop by
and just got a shot on
Valenti
Hayes.
Boateng.
My goodness.
A lot of traffic in the area that ball came down. Looked like
Incomplete pass.
Boateng had a
Takes
hand on
second
it,
down.
but couldn't reel it in.
I feel like quarterbacks Alex Hayes has run a marathon here in this game as he keeps having to run to the sidelines to get the plays in. Good thing they're young and in shape, I tell you.
Absolutely. I like the play call there on first down, but they're going to hand it off inside.
Oh, my goodness.
that play,
what a
that's snuffed
tackle
out.
by 36, I believe, of the Korah Colts. That's Cohen Menchelenko.
Manchelenko
And he was
Here
right
on the
there in the
tackle.
hole.
for Korah.
A gain of 1 on the play.
No gain on the play.
Cohen was easily one of the best football players I've ever had the pleasure of coaching. And, you know, he's a grade 9 kid, and he's starting on this deep Korah team. And, you know, this is a kid that could have played AAA hockey, but I think he has a bright future in football. And nice to see him out here and making the choice as Evan,
Pitch to number 89.
or sorry, Ethan
Stubbington.
Serrero with a big
Goes
stop
along the line
there.
of scrimmage.
Stubbington
Serrero in on
gets
the
the
tackle.
toss, spins out of his first tackle,
Held by
but
committee there also.
brought down,
Sets up 4th and 10.
loses
and
one on
keeps
that
the
one.
ball.
So it's 4th and 10 for St. Mary's. So move the chains on the first set of downs, but no forward progress with the second set, and St. Mary's is forced to punt here. Let's see if they can play a field position game. Punts
Oh,
away.
what a great kick.
Good kick.
What a boot
Hunter
that
Dickinson
was.
is all the way back to his almost to his
Agawa
own
with a nice
goal
punt.
line. Agawa, great kick. And Dickinson dragged out of bounds
Remaining
around
number
the
19,
20. Flag
Edwards.
down on the play.
Push him out of bounds. Looks like we do have a flag on the play.
Javon Edwards with
Sorry,
the
no,
stop
those are
pushing
codes.
Dickinson out of bounds.
They're orange. They're
And there
orange
is
there.
no
What do you
flag
want?
on the play. I called it too. Babacco and I both fooled by the cones on the far side. Looked like a flag down.
Oh, I see that, yes. So great kick there by the Knights. You talked about the field position game. That is the field position game.
So Korah deep in their own end, starting inside their 20. Hand off to Gazzetti. He comes up the middle. He's going to gain about 7 or 8 yards on the play.
Idens.
One
And
thing,
31
Idens makes the
Ouellet.
tackle.
one thing that
tackle.
Korah has always, you know, everyone thinks about the skill position players at Korah, right? That they have the
Gazzetti
good running
was
backs,
about
they have good quarterback,
8-9
good
yards,
receivers.
sets up second
One thing
down
that
and
goes
short for
unnoticed a
Korah.
lot, though, is the line. I mean, Korah's offensive line is are absolutely monsters out there, and they take pride playing O-line. It's fun to watch.
The fake in the backfield, it almost looked like
Hyam with
a
the
busted
run.
play, but Hyam ends up with the ball,
71 Shawana.
and he's going to turn that into
65 LeBlanc.
a
here on the
9-yard
tackle.
gain and a first down for the
That's
Colts.
good enough for a first down and then some.
Eight minutes and 19 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Big first down there by Korah.
Plays blown in. Korah quarterback, Sloss under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes to Gazzetti, and he's going to get dragged down
What a
behind the line of
play.
scrimmage. Great tackle there, and I think that's
Runs good for a
Carrillo.
couple
That is
yards.
Cohen Carrillo with the stop. One thing that
Looks like 29.
I've noticed
Melchiori with
is it's
carry.
almost like St. Mary's is running only a one
87,
linebacker set.
Cohen Carrillo
Right?
in on the tackle.
They have Noah Boyer playing in the middle. They have Javon Edwards also in there too. But for the most part, they're only playing a one middle linebacker position, and they're doing a nice job here. So
And a correction on that, I believe that was
We do have a
Melchiori
flag
with
on the play.
the carry on that. That's
Good
Gazzetti
run up
there,
the middle.
though. And he gets about 9 yards on the play.
31, Liam Willett.
Well, there is a flag down. This time there is actually a flag down unless they're putting cones on the field.
Yeah, false start against Korah. Peyton Melchiori, you mentioned him. He had a carry early on in this game you mentioned. And Peyton, this was his first year playing football, and he came out just like a bat out of hell. He was all over the place. He played unbelievable this year. And the one thing about Peyton, and you'll notice this, Kevin, is when he touches the ball, he is already at full speed.
Legal procedure
He is.
against
If
Korah.
you don't get a hand on Peyton
10-yard
Melchiori in
penalty.
the first 5 yards, he's
Repeat
going to get
second
10
down.
because he's going to fall forward. He runs harder than most kids this age, and it was extremely impressive to watch him kind of progress throughout the Sioux Minor football season.
Yeah, and Carrillo did a good job on Melchiori's carry there. Like you said, getting a hold of him in the backfield before he could get some steam. So Korah, handoff. I think that's Gazzetti again over the right side. He's going to pick up about 7 yards out to the 39.
Carry, 75 items in on the tackle.
Yeah, Korah's been hammering that right side all football game, right? Since the first half, that's where they've been running with Gazzetti. It seems like they've been really hammering that, right
Sets up third
off
and 7.
tackle. Again, I'm a little surprised we haven't seen
Korah.
Marquis Strawbridge get involved quite yet in the game.
There's
Ball is
Melchiori.
fumbled.
Ball hits the ground. Melchiori does a good job of getting back and
Melchiori
recovering
fumbles
that,
the
but
ball.
that's going to be a big loss for
Looks
Korah.
like 87 Cole Carrillo. Joining
About
on
a
the spot, makes the tackle.
10-yard loss for the Colts. That's going to bring up
recovery by 29, Melchiori.
4th down and
Sets up 4th
17.
and long.
Yeah, big defensive stop there by the Knights. That's exactly what you needed. And I think, if you're the St. Mary's coaching staff, you have to be thrilled with your performance so far through 3 quarters.
Yeah, certainly on defense, Knights doing a good job of getting off the field. But you're right. It's been Gazzetti to the right and Hyam to the left,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I wonder if we're going to see
Low snap for
any
Blair, but he
change
gets the
in
puck
that.
off.
Carrillo fields that. Slips one
Carrillo
tackle,
picks it up.
meets a
Runs
couple
it
of
back about 12 yards.
Korah defenders, including
He's met
Number
by number
42, Matthew Poulin.
Matthew Poulin for the tackle.
Yeah, St. Mary's needs to try and figure out something here to get generate some offense. And again, I think this young
Mary's will
Mary's
take over on
team
their own
is just
47.
lacking that, that player, the big play guy, right? And
Yeah.
It seems like they have a lot of good, solid weapons. It's just the one thing they need is that big play guy. And I wouldn't be surprised if later on, like I said, during the season, I'm going to make an early season prediction if we don't see Hunter Jackson playing a little bit of running back at some point for these guys throughout the year.
And that's been the difference in this game. Mary's has had more possession, but Korah's had some big plays.
Yeah.
And there's
Quick
another
handoff
stop
for Ray.
inside.
He gets a couple yards before he's
Poulin
stopped.
again wraps him up. Rive
Cole's
again
going
carrying the load.
to be
42
sore
again.
tomorrow, that's for sure. He's he's taking some
With the
shots
stop,
here
sets
today.
up 2nd and 8, St. Mary's from the 49
And we
yard
haven't
line.
seen Noah Boyer since he hobbled off the field there earlier. I wonder.
He's been playing just linebacker. He's been
Okay.
playing just defense. So
So
you're
we
right. We
have
haven't
seen
seen
him
him
on
on
the field.
offense, but yeah.
But Rive's been doing a pretty good job running the ball inside. So there's some
A little
trickery there.
reverse, yeah. What
Carrillo's
a play.
got
Mary's
all
with a bit of
sorts of
trickery.
space. Some blockers downfield too.
Colin Carrillo with a terrific run.
What a play there by the St. Mary's Knights,
Off
number
the
87,
reverse.
Colin Carrillo.
Gain of about 30 yards. That's gonna
32
set up a
yards.
First down.
On the play.
That's the first little bit of, I don't even want to call
From
it
the
trickery,
30-yard
but that's
line.
the first kind of counter or anything
Hunter
that we've
Dickinson
seen them run off
chases
of
him down
that.
on the tackle.
Yeah, it was a reverse. There was a handoff to the running back, and Carrillo came from that slot, that wing position, and took the handoff from the back. And he had nothing but daylight for a while there until the backers for Korah downfield were able to get over and make the stop. But St. Mary's with good field position. And that's a toss to number 84, Boateng, and it's
Pass intended
Short.
for number 84,
an incomplete.
Valente Boateng, incomplete.
Second
Again,
and
it's one
10.
of those. It's one of those things. I feel like Mary's needs to do a little more of that. I feel like Mary's needs to be think out of the box a little bit more like they just did on that play. Run some trick plays or some I don't like the term trick plays. They need to run some misdirection.
Yeah.
That's what they need, yeah.
And there's another toss by Hayes. Good job there, but seems
Incomplete
like
pass.
Carrillo
23, Hunter Dickinson
almost stopped
defending for
short
Korah.
on that play.
Yeah.
Pass intended for
If he
Colin
kept
Carrillo.
running downfield, he
Sets
might
up
have been
third
able to
down
run
and 10.
under it, but
Yeah.
Hayes took another shot there.
It's tough though, Kev. Like, they're marching the ball, they're doing well, and then they throw 2 passes, 2 incompletions, and now you're stuck in 3rd and 10, right? So
Yep. So we'll see what St. Mary's does here on 3rd and 10. Hayes tosses
not
it.
gonna work.
Stubbington,
they
ball's
tried
on the ground.
They tried the same play, and there it goes.
Picked up by Korah.
Is that a lineman running with
I
it?
believe it is.
St.
I'm trying to
Mary's
get a
fumbles
number
the
there.
ball.
That was some rumbling, bumbling on that play.
And that's where they ran the exact same play that they just had the big gain on prior, right? And
We think 48, Ethan Serrero with the scoop. He takes it all the way
It's
down.
hard,
to the
hard to
St.
get a
Mary's
number all the way
48.
over there, but I'll go with Bumbak on that one. 48,
haven't-
Ethan
I
Serreo.
haven't seen you can
First
just
and
see
10,
the
Korah.
excitement in his face when he made the play. And
He was pretty jacked up.
yeah.
But Korah takes possession on the St. Mary's 48 after the fumble. And, we've seen it before. Teams get behind the chains and bad things happen.
Yeah.
I think
Looks
we're
like
going
we
to get a
got
timeout here.
Timeout here for
And
the
timeout is
Colts.
called.
I think
So
there was some
reminder, the
confusion
canteen
there
is
on the
open.
play call.
Hot and cold beverages
With this
and
break in
light snacks.
action, Sault Sports would just like to thank the Algoma District School Board. Physical activity, including athletics and organized sports, plays an important role in the lives and education of students as it contributes to their positive health and well-being while also providing a source of enjoyment and entertainment. To enhance the opportunities for families to view their children engaging in athletic activity, the ADSB has partnered with Saultsports.com to stream secondary football, basketball, volleyball, and hockey games as a pilot for the 2022-2023 season. Head over to Saultsports.com to see what games we are streaming next and to help support and encourage your child's engagement in physical activity. Sault Sports would also like to thank Sault Sports Photos. If administrators, coaches, and parents, would you rather enjoy the action on the field? Why not put the camera down and leave the photography aspect to us? Saultsports.com offers action and team photographs for every sport. Bob Davies, he's the official photographer for the Sioux Greyhounds, the Sioux Thunderbirds, Sioux College Cougars, and Saultsports.com. Check out Bob Davies' photography at www.saultsports.smugmug.com. That's www.saultsports.smugmug.com.
He said he goes up the middle for a couple of yards. Kent LeBlanc.
Thanks,
In on the
Bono.
tackle.
And first down play
2nd and 7, Korah
for
from the St. Mary's
Korah.
45.
It's a 3-yard gain for Nathan Gazzetti. Again, over that right side, right middle of that Korah line. So it's 2nd and 7 for the Colts.
I keep calling it, and I'm going to keep saying it till they do, but I hope they throw it to Marquise. I want to see one play.
Ethan Serreo in the backfield now.
Oh,
for the
I like
Colts.
it.
Coaches saw something they liked on that carry.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
and
a-
look at how mad Ethan is. He knew he was
procedure.
getting the ball there, and he is livid. That was his. Yeah, you don't blame
Legal
him.
procedure, Korah. That'll back it up 5 yards.
That's
That's
gonna
so
move the ball
funny.
back 5 yards. Yeah, he's shaking his head in the backfield there.
Keep talking about Serrero. See if Gus will send us a pizza.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 12 after that miscue there by the Colts. Backs them up 5. Ball at the 50.
And there he
off
goes.
to Serreo. And he is
What
going to
a
rumble
run.
forward.
About 8 yards.
That's going to be a 10-yard pickup for Ethan Serreo.
Noah Boyer, number 40.
That's a tough guy to bring down right there, I tell you.
Looks like
that's
31, Liam Ouellette, and a committee of others tackling for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and I love that
Third
they did
and
that.
2.
You know, he gets a big time fumble pick up and run, and then they put him right back in on offense and give a chance to run the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets the whole team excited.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you saw the guys up front blocking just a little bit harder on that play, right? So
Third and
stays
one
in the backfield. He's going to get the carry again, and he's going to go forward. That's about a 6-yard gain
Sorreo again.
for the
up the middle
Colts.
for a first down.
First down. We're under a
Tightens
minute to
again
play
on
here in the
top of
third
St.
quarter.
Mary's.
14-4 is your
Good
score.
enough for about 5 yards and a first down.
Korah on the move after the turnover by St. Mary's. Looking to convert that into some points. A nice cut there by Gazzetti after the
great.
handoff,
Yeah.
but great defense.
That's a nice play by Liam Ouellette there for the St. Mary's Knights. That's a tough move to hold Gazzetti to a gain of 2 or less any time.
Liam
They just
Ouellette
did
first
it,
there
so.
for St. Mary's.
Gazzetti, no gain on that play. You can see St.
Gazzetti
Mary's
with the carry
keying on
for-
Gazzetti, though.
sure,
There's
yeah.
always
Little gain.
3, 4,
If
5
any,
bodies around
sets
him
up
when
second
he
down.
touches the ball. He's such a dangerous threat, and they know if he gets
This will be
open
the last
space,
play
he'll
of
be
the third
gone.
quarter.
So
Yeah. This will be the last play of the third quarter.
there's that
There's-
handoff to Hyam.
Yeah.
Cuts it inside of
Hyam with the run gets close to first down yardage.
Trecarton did a good job contained there.
Yeah. Ethan Agawa.
37, Ethan Agawa, 43.
able to make the
I
tackle.
think Darren Trecarton with the tackle.
But Hyam able to pick up close to, I think, about 11 yards on that play.
I'm not sure if that was enough for the first down. The sticks people didn't really move too much.
I thought I saw the spot 11 yards downfield. The sticks,
Okay.
yeah, sticks didn't move, but I think that was because of the end of the third quarter. And after 3, 14-4, Korah is up on St. Mary's and marching.
Saultsports would also like to thank the Elite 8 Basketball Academy. The Elite 8 Basketball Academy started in 2022 with the vision to improve the level of basketball in Sault Ste. Marie and the Algoma District through multiple programs. Their passionate and qualified coaches and mentors will not only teach the physical skills important to succeed in the game of basketball, but more importantly, they will train the mind in the way of basketball decision making, which is a skill that is necessary to excel at the next level. Please go to Elite 8 Basketball and
Handoff to
register
Malchiori.
for one of their many camps and many different age groups that they will facilitate.
Good hard hit by 87, Cohen Carrillo.
Melchiori on the carry there. Might have picked up
A
one.
little bit of help with 65, Kent LeBlanc. Gain of about 1 yard, sets up 2nd and 9 for
Nice
Korah.
defensive stop there on first down. 2nd and 9 for the Colts. 11-18 to go in this one. Sloss under center. Hands off inside. Gazzetti slips a tackle. Tries to bounce it to the left.
Gazzetti with the carry escapes 1 tackle. Eventually brought down by 65, Kent LeBlanc.
Kent LeBlanc's in on
And
that
looks like-
tackle again.
Wingash Shiwana on the tackle.
And Wingash Shawana helping out LeBlanc's on the stop there, but pretty good pickup for Gazzetti.
We have an injured
Gets
St. Mary's player
about
down.
8
We'll have
yards
an
on the
injury
play to be
timeout.
3rd and 1 as we've got a St. Mary's Knight down on one knee. with
Yeah, you know what, Kev?
10:55 to go.
One thing I've noticed so far, the difference between this year and specifically last year was, last year these kids hadn't played football in 2 years, right? And we would come to a game. I remember the first 3 games of the season. I think the ambulance came to the field. Well, one game it came 3 times in one game, and I know it came
Yeah, I
for
called
every
that
other
game.
Yeah. So what I've noticed though is in all the games I've called so far, there haven't been, knock on wood, any significant injuries, right? And that just goes to show that the fact, these kids didn't do anything for 2 years prior. They're growing into their bodies. They're not, they're, the last time they might have hit was when they were 14. Now they're 17 or 16, and that's a huge, huge difference, right?
Yeah,
So
in your read, you talked about the importance of sport and athletics, and that's you see it right there. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just nice to see that the serious injuries are kind of, we haven't seen them yet this year, which is awesome, right? That's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's been, and the football's been better.
Oh, for sure, absolutely,
as we would expect. So here's Korah now, 3rd and 1. The keeper there for Sloss. Looks like he's going to fall forward to get it.
Quarterback keeper.
Haven't seen a spot yet, but looked like he had enough for the first down. There's the signal from the officials.
Kent LeBlanc tried to almost jump over the center there.
Cohen
Great effort.
Tackle for St. Mary's, number 87.
LeBlanc's been impressive tonight. Made a lot of stops, and even late in the game, sometimes, the big guys on the line get worn down at this point in the game, but LeBlanc's showing a lot of energy. Sloss hands off. Melchiori.
Oh, what a play by LeBlanc.
Peyton Melchiori with a tackle. Hard tackle by number 65, Kent LeBlanc.
There's a little skirmish on the ground.
Waiting for the referees to come in.
The ball came out, but the ground caused that fumble, so I don't think there's any turnover to be had there. I think Korah is maybe taking exception to the way that LeBlanc's threw Melchiori down.
We'll let on the bottom of that pile.
Yeah, but you know what? You like to see that. You like to see Melchiori kind of get up and not allow that to happen, and fight for that football back. And
yeah, Melchiori is no worse for wear after that aggressive tackle by LeBlanc. Drew a crowd, but no harm, no foul. 2nd and 11. Looks like Korah adjusting the play call here at the line of scrimmage. Under 10 minutes to go. Sloss checks the armband. Takes the snap to Gazzetti. He bounces, cuts inside the corner. Flag on the play. That's typically going to be a holding call.
I thought I saw a couple of holds earlier on there, so yeah.
Looks like Jackson
Jackson
in on the tackle there.
Yeah.
So short gain for Korah, but I have a feeling that's going to come back and go the other way.
Clock's running. It's not supposed to be, but
that's early in the season.
It is, yeah. We noticed a lot of that yesterday. And if you're the Mary's coaching staff, you're probably not too happy to watch the clock tick down here, but
and we've got another St. Mary's Korah matchup in senior at the conclusion of this game. 7:30 start for that as we see
from the
Korah
St. Mary's
team
24.
and the St. Mary's coaches down to our left watching the end of this one, getting ready for their matchup tonight. Should be a good one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people excited about this senior game tonight. So
Nathan Hyam.
Handoff is to Nathan Hyam.
Cuts it inside. Couple of side steps.
Gets brought down
St.
by
Mary's
number 43
defenders.
from St. Mary's, Darren Jacarton.
Jacarton on the tackle after a gain of about 3 or 4 by Hyam. It's going to set up 3rd and looks like about 18. Long way to go for the Colts. What's your call here, Bono?
I was just thinking to myself, I was just thinking, this is an opportunity. I sound like a broken record, but Marquise, right? Get him involved, or just try and pick up 3 or 4 yards, because 1 point here is massive, right? If you're able to score the Rouge.
Yep.
And there he goes, looking to Marquise, and he throws it up, and that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown pass is complete. Touchdown, Korah.
Jacarton with pretty good coverage for most of that pattern, and then he just bid on a fake there by Strawbridge. And you called it.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting for that all night. He's so tall and athletic. Just got to put it up over there, and he's going to have a chance to go up and get it. That time he gets in behind the defender. Great play there by Korah. Good play call. And it's 20-4 pending the extra point.
I'll tell you what, Darren's probably going to avoid me after the game because he knows I'm going to have something to say to him about that one. But, Darren knew right away what he did wrong as he had his hands on his
21-4,
head,
Korah.
and he knew.
7
So
calls remaining in the game.
the nice thing about Darren Trecarton is I would not be shocked if we don't see that happen again throughout his high school career. And I'm not exaggerating. Like that's the type of competitor he is, and he'll make a mistake once, and he's quick to bounce back. So that was just a terrific football play all the way around offensively, though, by the Colts.
Well, I coached his brother Landon, the same thing.
Yeah.
They're competitors for sure.
Yeah.
The Trecarton boys.
Well, I'll build up Darren a little bit here after that so just to give you an idea, Alex Hayes was MVP of our Bantam division. We played Alex Hayes' team, I think it was 3 times this year, and Hayes completed under 4 passes in 3 games against us. And it was all because of Trecarton playing safety. Like he couldn't, he was that good. So he's a heck of a football player. And again, that's just a little bit of a learning experience for him.
And he's out at corner where I suspect we'll see his brother Landon later on tonight.
Yeah, you would assume so. Yeah, Darren did play, and that's the other thing is Darren did play safety, as you know, for me. So playing corner is a different look, right?
Little adjustment
for him, right? So
yeah, you have a little better view of the field at safety.
That's right.
You're coming over to help in a lot of cases rather than being out one-on-one against a guy who's probably got 4, 5, 6 inches on.
And Marquise is a big kid. Marquise, at this level, he's probably running 4.7, 4.8 right now. He's fast. Quicker than he looks.
And they've both been
Blair
playing football since they were knee-high, right? Well, I don't think Marquise was ever knee-high, but
no, yeah,
they've both been playing football for a long time.
Yeah, but Marquise is known as he's a basketball player, right? And Marquise is going to be a heck of a basketball player, going forward. So
ball bounces over Jackson's head, picked up by number 35, Brian Bahay. His second opportunity to return the ball, but Korah down there, good coverage there on the kickoff, and looks like St. Mary's gets it back to about the 30. That's where St. Mary's will take over with 7:05 to go here in the game. 21-4, Korah on top of the St. Mary's Knights.
So we just wanted to announce that Team Essentials and Domino Pizza have agreed to sponsor our high school player of the game program this season. We're thrilled to partner with both local businesses to help recognize and reward outstanding players.
Just a reminder,
the Domino's Sault Ste. Marie has generously provided us with a free medium pizza certificate, along with Team Essentials generously providing a player of the game T-shirt to recipients for every player of the game that we pick throughout the high school season. So at the end of the game, we usually do around the 3-minute warning. Kevin, you and I will both select a player of the game for each team, and they will receive those 2 things:
good hard
pizza
run.
and a player of the game T-shirt.
Well,
in on the tackle.
That kid there, Korah has got to
for
be
a
in the
first
running
down.
for that
Yeah,
offensive
run.
honor.
yeah, absolutely.
He's had a lot of tough runs, none tougher than that one. He dragged about 3 defenders over the first down line. Good run by him. And I think that's Boyer back in on offense.
Gazzetti, nice tackle from behind.
Gazzetti makes the tackle on him.
Noah Boyer with the carry.
Gazzetti giving up some size to Noah Boyer, but manages to corral him and keep him to a gain of maybe 1, but no, I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, I feel like we could also nominate the St. Mary. I mean, I know they've only put up 4 points, right? But St. Mary's offensive line, the inner part of their offensive line, has had a heck of a game today.
2nd and 10, St. Mary's. Hayes to pass.
There's picked off by number 2,
Nixon Blair.
Picked off by number 2, Nixon Blair. Tackle made by number 31 for St. Mary's, Liam Willett. Korah will take over.
And that's Hayes' second interception of the game, if I'm not mistaken. First one coming on that last play to Gazzetti.
Yeah, that was just a heck of a play, though, by Blair. I mean, you could see what Hayes was looking at, right? Hayes had his receiver on that post route, and Blair, the throw wasn't even that bad. Blair just stepped in front of it and made a heck of a football play.
Just jumped the route.
Yeah, nice play by Blair. He deserves a lot of credit for that. So with 5:52 to go, Korah's going to probably look to put this game away.
I think we'll see a lot of grounded pound from the Colts here. Up 17 late But we're going to start with a
Yeah,
timeout by
timeout.
St. Mary's.
Timeout, Korah.
No, that's Korah, I believe. Or St. Mary's. Timeout St. Mary's.
Yeah.
You were right. So Team Essentials is the Sioux's premier supporter of youth athletics. From the boardroom to the ball field, we're on your team. And again, we'd like to thank Team Essentials and Domino's Pizza for sponsoring our Player of the Game program. I know that, we've talked about a few guys, so if we were to have a couple nominees, I mean, you would have to say that Nathan Hyam would be in the running. You'd have to say Nathan Gazzetti's obviously in the running. Hunter Dickinson's played a great game. We've talked about Menchelenko a lot. So quite a few players for this Korah team. On the Mary's side, guys that we've mentioned a lot, obviously Cole Rive has played a great game. Noah Boyer's played exceptionally well today. Hunter Jackson's made a few nice plays out there. Kent LeBlanc's been an absolute stud in this game as well. So lots of good options for us, but those are probably the ones that we'd be putting down as our finalists.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard when you split them between offense, defense, as Gazzetti goes in for another touchdown on the first play from scrimmage after the turnover.
41 yards
That's
into
a
the house.
41-yard house call for Gazzetti.
27.
Yeah, how do you stop that? I mean, he's just all over the place, inside, outside,
Second touchdown for Gazzetti, who you just mentioned, obviously, as one of the candidates for that offensive player of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? St. Mary's was able to play with these guys for, 3.5 quarters. It was a good game. I just think that Mary's needs to try something new on offense, right? Mary's strength on offense has usually been off tackle or to the outside. Korah knows that. And if you notice, their defense is literally set up to stop the sweeps and to stop runs off tackle. So it's interesting to see that. And, Mary's was able to run hard up the middle, but it's almost like they kind of almost got bored with it after a while, right? And thought they had to start going back to the outside. So, there is a recipe there to have success, and you'll wonder if other teams will follow that going forward.
Well, in a small division, there's not a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Fortunately, White Pines in the mix with a competitive team, winning their first game in 10 years, I think I read.
Since 2012,
So congrats to the Wolverines on that. Great to see White Pines showing up for that one and coming away with the win. But with just 4 teams in the division, everybody's going to see everybody twice. And so there's lots of opportunity to make adjustments for the second game, and then you're going to see somebody 3 times in if you count playoffs. So
yeah,
lots of opportunity to kind of get a sense of what your opponents are doing and make some adjustments. Korah is going to kick off here to the Knights, and that's Nixon Blair.
Blair with the
That's
kickoff.
a short kick to number 75, Iodance.
75, William Idens.
Iodance bobbles that, but he falls on it at the 45-yard line, and that's where St.
Corrals it
Mary's
for St. Mary's.
will take over. Pretty good
Turner
field position
Dickinson on the
for the
tackle
Knights
for
with 5
Korah.
minutes and 30 seconds.
First down, St. Mary's. 5
to
minutes,
go.
30 seconds left.
28-4 is your score. So St. Mary's hoping to have a good drive here, march down the field, maybe even put some more points on the board. They'd love to crack the end zone before this one comes to an end. And by all rights, probably deserves it. St. Mary's offense did a pretty good job of moving the ball here as Boyer checks in. Boyer's now going to check in on the offensive line here for St. Mary's. Pass comes out wide side to number 37.
37, Ethan Agawa with the
Agawa
catch.
makes the catch. Not a lot of running room there as 2 Korah Colts come downhill on
Looks like
Agawa.
Dickinson and Dickinson. Hunter and Turner in on the tackle.
Hunter and Turner, Dickinson make the tackle there, and hard tackle on Agawa, who does a good job of hanging on to that ball.
Second and 8, Korah.
Brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Knights, as we're under 5 minutes to go. Hayes takes the snap, hands off inside. Not a lot of room there, but scrum
Big push.
pushes
Handoff to
Rive out to the
Cole
50.
Rive.
4-yard pickup for Rive.
yeah.
And bring up a 3rd and 4.
Again,
Another
tackled by
player, too,
Committee
that should be
for
in the
Korah.
discussion for player of the game for the Korah Colts is Ethan Serrao, right? Ethan has been unbelievable on defense for the Korah, and he had a heck of an offensive rush too. So I don't know if I said his name before, but
I think you did. I had him on my sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for what he's done today.
And what I was saying in the middle of that Gazzetti run is it's sometimes hard because players play both sides, and they're good on both sides. And as I say, that Cohen Carrillo, who's made some big plays on defense, gets a run,
tackle on Cohen Carrillo after
picks up a couple.
About 3 yards.
But, Nixon Blair could be up for offensive, and then he goes and makes that great interception there. But he's got a couple of points and handled kickoff duties very well for Korah as well. So some special teams work by Blair and a nice interception return. So lots of players showing up and doing some good things here in week 2 of Sault Ste. Marie Junior High School football. Run right up the middle. That looks like it's good for a first down.
Cole Rive picks up the first down.
He gets the first down. Maybe a couple extra yards after that.
I think Rive,
again,
if we were giving away the construction helmet, Rive would be getting that one. He's certainly been put to work here in the Knights' backfield.
It'll be 1st and 10 with the 3-minute warning. Looks like it just hit.
St. Mary's, as they blow it in. There's Rive.
And Cole Rive breaks one to the outside. Oh, hard tackle.
Nice run by Cole Rive. He gets first down and then some. 36, Cohen Menchelenko.
Menchelenko makes the stop on that.
Good hard run. 3-minute warning.
We can do that.
St. Mary's into Korah territory. 1st and 10 from the 39. They're going to go back to the inside. Looked like a face mask on that
Boyer
play
looked
there.
like he got eaten by the face mask, but
no flag.
So our Domino's
number 40
player of the game and our team essential player of the game for the St. Mary's Knights. Kevin, you can make the announcement.
After a gain of about 1 yard.
Yeah, the player of the game for St. Mary's, we're going to go with Kent LeBlanc, who's been an absolute monster on the defensive line for the Knights. I think he's even doing double duty on the O-line as well. And he's done just a terrific job here today. And you know we love to give props to the linemen when we can. So
absolutely, and you know what? So St. Mary's had success with that play once, and now they've run it 3 other times and they've lost yards, right? So
tackled for a loss of about 7 yards.
You don't want to keep showing plays that you have success with quite often, right? Especially in a game like this. So with 2 minutes to go here, you'd almost like to just keep running up the middle, see if you can get some positive yards, see what you can do here, or even throw. I mean, it's 3rd and long, so you might have to throw a pass here, but 3rd and 16, sorry.
Hayes takes the snap, toss left.
Nice run.
Is that Stubbington? No.
Number 89, Ian Stubbington on the run.
Yeah, it is Stubbington. Yeah, I did
with
get that
a
right.
great run.
So it'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th down and 10.
That'll set up 4th and 10. Number 1, Gage Peter in on
So
the
before the 4th and 10 play, Bono, you want to call the player of the game for
Korah?
Korah?
Player of the game for the Korah Colts goes to number 22, Nathan Gazzetti. Gazzetti had a couple long touchdown runs today. He had 1 interception, and he probably had another 8 or 9 tackles on top of that. So Nathan Gazzetti, who's the preseason MVP favorite, you would probably have to call him for this junior division. Great debut for him and great debut for the Korah Colts. So congratulations to Nathan Gazzetti.
And a word of advice to Nathan: if you get tired of pizza, because he may win that a few times this year, I'm sure your old lineman won't get tired of pizza.
Absolutely.
You may want to spread the love around. So that's a
what a move there!
There's Agawa. He's going to get taken down by number 88, Diego Campagna, after he slips a couple of tackles.
Diego Campagna in on the tackle.
So with 1:39 to play here in the 4th quarter, Korah Colts will be cruising to a 28-4 victory in all likelihood. The rare 4-point game that you don't see every day.
Compliments of the Rouge.
That's right, yeah. I have family that live in the States, and trying to explain that rule to them is one of the most difficult things to do.
Yeah, for sure.
They can't wrap their head around it.
I've sat and watched CFL games with Americans before. And it's always an adventure.
Yeah.
Handoff. I think that's Melchiori.
No, Cam Williamson, number 31.
31, Cam Williamson with the carry, gets a couple yards.
So Cam Williamson was an absolute stud this summer in our Sioux Minor Football League as well. Cam, he actually looks like he grew a little bit. He's always been a little shorter, but one thing about Cam is, man, he ran up the middle like nobody. Like, he was not scared to go up the middle for a kid his size. So, there's a lot of high schools in town where Cam Williamson would be the starting running back. Unfortunately, he's behind the best player in the league. So,
right.
Yeah.
He may get the ball here again. He does inside, as you mentioned.
No, I think that wasn't Cam.
Oh, no, yeah, he faked me out.
Yeah, that was to that might have been to
Idens Shawanin on the tackle.
Couldn't see the number there. It might have been 28. Might have been Jackson
Keenan with the carry.
Keenan, sorry.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we've got some substitutions coming in on the Korah side, and just when you thought you had the numbers down.
Alex Varpio is in at quarterback, I believe. And there's a run with Williamson to the right side, and Williamson picks up nothing there. Kent LeBlanc again.
William Idens in on the tackle. Matteo Pascuzzi in and around the area with a little bit of help.
So 48.9 seconds to go, 28-4. Korah just looking to run this clock out. 4th down and 5 yards to go.
Alex Varpio in at quarterback for Korah.
Going to run a play here. Korah looking to just get offensive reps here. And Varpio rolls out.
He's
going to get gobbled
up
up
there by Carrillo. Nice tackle by
yards.
Carrillo on that one.
So the quarterback boot doesn't quite pan out for Korah. They lose yards on that play. Loss of about 8. And they'll turn the ball over on their side of the field. Korah 50. St. Mary's got 27.3 to do something with.
That is it's good experience, though, for the Korah Colts backups. St. Mary's is still playing their starters, it appears. So, just for these backups, just to get in there and get some live game action against some starters, that's only going to make their program and make their team better down the road.
Yeah, and sometimes, people wonder, it's 28-4. Why is Korah going for it on 4th down? They don't need to get the first down. It's not about that at all. It's like you said, it's just getting an extra offensive rep in for some kids who've been standing on the bench all game. And these kids, they show up to practice every day. They work hard, and they don't get a lot of field time.
Yeah.
And so that's just coaching staff acknowledging.
And just to talk about the depth of this Korah team, Aiden Wanch, number 87, who's playing defensive end currently for the Korah Colts.
37.
Aiden Wanch would start on any other team in this city.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't even be close. Aiden Wanch is an absolute stud
football player.
And he's only in grade 9, and he's playing DN where he belongs. And this kid is a beast, and he's just kind of getting in the game now, right?
Yeah.
And that's just that's a testament to the program that they've built over at Korah, and kids want to go there. So good for him, and nice to see Aiden getting some action here because he's an outstanding young man, and he was one of the Norm Casolo Award winners this year for our league.
There's a deflected pass
for Valenti
intercepted.
It popped out of his hand into the hand of 23, Dickinson for Korah.
In and out of the hands of Boateng and into the hands of Dickinson, who's had a heck of a game too.
Yeah.
Certainly could have called his name for player of the game. But turnover there, late turnover by the Knights, really inconsequential in the grander scheme of things. But Korah will get one more play from scrimmage with 0.8 seconds on the clock. And that'll be it for this one.
Yeah, great football game here today by both these teams. And again, I think if you're St. Mary's, you're looking at this thinking, okay, we lost by 24 points, but this Korah team did not have an easy go here today. They did not have an easy road. They made it difficult for this team, and like we talked about, St. Mary's is a young football team, and they can develop and grow off of this. So,
a lot to take away for them.
Yeah,
sure.
Exactly. So
Ladies
overall,
and
a
gentlemen,
good football game, Kev.
Korah
Had a blast
28,
doing it
St.
with
Mary's
you.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the senior game, and thanks so much.
Yeah, final score
stick around.
28-4. The Korah Colts
Just over a half
with the
hour.
victory over the Knights. And
Senior Knights, senior
just about a half
Colts.
hour away, we got the senior Korah Colts taking on the senior
In
St.
their
Mary's
tilt
Knights. And
at
that's going to be a
7:30.
good one, folks. Join us
Once again,
back here
canteen is
again on
open.
Saultsports.com. I'm Kevin Hemsworth signing off with Tony
Hot
Bonifero.
coffee, cold coffee.
We'll see